No, the quiz you will be seeing is from the original user. To avoid copyright issue, I cut out the parts from the original video and added with a different effect. That way it will not cause any copyright issues. Basically, no, I just cut out from the original video, not the full part. I hope this will be helping for the YouTube community and enjoy the video. Enjoy.
You see the sunrise, a new day's upon you. You bite your nails and you need something trouble. The time is upon you to show them what you can do, and soon they will know that the day has come. Knows that we are gifted just for being who is we are. For being who is we are. Into the night, I hear a storm. And then to the wind is what I'm moving. And then to the wind is what I'm moving. I'm moving. Feel the pressure of the storm. That's all I need. So many names and faces. So many faces and unknown places. And every day I walk waiting and wait and know I'm not too brave. I'm gonna take a stand. I've been brave. I'm telling you I leave. Finally take no day.
Ever since the late 90s, Sonic the Hedgehog became the Sega's best mascot and also one of the fastest bluebirds around. And personally, it's been years since with this hedgehog. I mean years, wow, he aged finally. There's some good parts about him and not good parts about him. And basically enough, there are many incarnations and best one around, and we're saying who's the strongest. While there are several incarnations of Sonic, such as Sonic.exe, what else? There's also Sonic Boom, and there's several out there, including cartoon incarnations of Sonic himself. And while there are some good and bad ones, all of them have the same intent. However, there's one thing though. Today, we're becoming 5 of the incarnation of the Blue Blur to see which incarnation of Sonic is superior. The classic incarnation of Sonic, the modern era, and also the word for 606, Sonic the Hedgehog, the Boom incarnation Sonic, the crazy and vicious comic incarnation, always known as Fleetway Sonic, and comic incarnation, the Archie Sonic. There could only be one incarnation of Sonic to be who is superior and, may I say, the fastest hedgehog around. My name is Deathstone24, and my job to analyze these two these companions to see who win in a deadly duo. In a world where everyone and every sight is our humans, animals such as to walk and sometimes to nature, these animals is based on interesting. They evolve like humans and protect anyone out there. In fact, there was a mysterious hedgehog called himself Sonic that basically protected forest animals from the hands of a crazy scientist that is basically known for today. It is none other than Dr. Robotnik, a genius scientist that kidnapped forest critters, used it as his army, and turned into actual robots, and of course, captured the legendary Chaos Symbols, where he could turn the whole world into his own version. However, Sonic the Hedgehog will prove his might that he'll take on anything what other aliens throw at him. Even for his classic version, he's do very well at it, and personally it's shown that every time that Dr. Alien comes with a big plan, Sonic the Hedgehog will always outblitz the Doctor himself. That's actually pretty much it about Classic Sonic Origin. You know, you're gonna be seeing this background for the rest entire of the episode. But if I were to say anything, there is actually no actual origin of Sonic, just basically not hurrying, protecting animal creatures, be a doctor, scientist, etc. But anyways, besides all that, Sonic as the Afro-American Hedgehog surprisingly had several abilities in his way. Sonic had plenty of abilities, well only his classic, such as his Razor Spin and his Super Speed. Of course, basically enough, Sonic's really fast. And only that, of course his signature techniques are the Spin Dash, the Homing Attack, the Sonic Boom, and no, not like the series, but more like attack, and Bounce Attack, where he actually got in a spring and then will use Spin Dash. Yeah, I don't know how physics works as well. Of course, we cannot forget the power-ups for this one. Now Sonic had 3 different shields. Pretty much 3. Fire, it basically used to protect him from fire, and also water. Water is used to protect him from water because, well, he can swim, and lightning. Well, this only increases speed, of course. And basically, it's pretty good done. And of course, it's the Chaos Emeralds themselves. And for those who are wondering, what do Chaos Emeralds ever do? Well, let me tell you something. The Chaos Emeralds give Sonic a transformation known as Super Sonic. Super Sonic with new powers such as near invisibility, nearly that light speed flight, and knowing that improved strength, regeneration, and also possible aura. And knowing that he can also use it in chaos control, and well, hopefully so. And knowing that it also restored gold rings to maintain. And however, it had to be required as well, since the transformation would not last long. However, if you want to increase all his strength, he transformed to Hypersonic. It has all the supersonic abilities, but totally invisible and much more faster than light, and Hyper Flash boosting tech as well, making Hypersonic the first transformation as well. Classic Sonic had proven time again he is no doubt to be reckoned with. He destroyed the Phantom King, managed to get in the white door in Sonic Generations before his modern counterpart, which will be calling him similar under Classic Sonic affirmation, and plus he would have one-shot Chaos, well based on Classic one of course. And even Sonic Forces, he helped out the resistance to an Eggman's regime, surviving traveling into the modern timeline, both Generations and Forces. Well, based on Forces, he feel like he was forced to, and he helped out with modern Sonic to defeat the Time Eater itself, which destroyed the timeline. So basically enough, cause Sonic, even in his old age, pretty much good at what he do best. However, Classic Sonic is half lost as well. He cannot use many abilities showcased by his modern counterpart, plus his Super and Hyper form have a time limit or when he ran out of gold rings, but he had a hard time with acquiring rings due to his lack of swimming. Yeah, for a Hedgehog, you gotta be expecting a lot of that to be happening in this episode. But do not underestimate or judge books by cover. Classic Sonic had proven time and again he is pretty much the classic and one of the strongest incarnation of Sonic. Well, debatable of course. And basically now, Classic Sonic will prove out the doors that why the classics are much superior. Well, until the modern version we get to there. So let's get to move on to the next character. Now in the new timeline, Dr. Eggman, already known as Dr. Robotic, is basically us had the same plan, but instead of using animals to conquer the world, we basically just use robots. And of course, in the original, Dr. Eggman determined to grab the Chaos Emeralds and basically use them to conquer the world. And basically enough, it also been foiled by the blue-headed hedgehog known as Sonic the Hedgehog. Basically enough, Sonic have always been able to take out Eggman, But however, time to time, there are several dangerous foes such as Solaris, Perfect Chaos, Emerald, and many more. And so then, Sonic with new gang friends such as Shadow, Silver, Blaze the Cat, and no, not Bob the Cat, but sometimes, but Sonic have always ways to take out evil. And like I said before, it's gonna be the same old origin but different ages. But anyways, of course, Sonic is an Sonic the Hedgehog, and in fun fact, he actually kind of had seen at that time. Yeah, basically now, I mean, how old is he now anyway? So maybe 12? Maybe? Okay, all the bizarre strange beside, Sonic had plenty of ability to and his game goal. Of course, like his incarnation, he also has a spin dash, and knowing that, the homing attack, the inches shield, and knowing that he also has a light speed attack, which at best can attack opponents so fast. It's been shown throughout the modern Sonic games such as Sonic Unleashed, and also has a self-taught martial arts. So basically now he's been learning martial arts, including his own teen days as well. And knowing that, he also surprisingly have time abilities such as time stop and time break. And knowing that he has the speed break, which is shown in the game, it has a faster than, well, based on just being faster. Of course, he had chaos control, will only be used in the Chaos Emerald course, which we're gonna be covering in the power-ups. While he does have the Flame Ring and Crystal Ring, including the Magic Gloves and Golden Gloves, but most importantly, his greatest advantage of all is his wits, which is kind of like the aliens, but basically now use them into various generations to help in the fight, such as White Boots, Siren Laser, even Lightning, Pink Spikes, Purple Freezy, Red Brush, Violet Void, Yellow Drill, and several more, including Black Ball. And yeah, of course, the Chaos Emeralds. We cannot forget these babies. And basically enough, with the Chaos Emeralds, Sonic can use Chaos Control and of course our abilities like the classic, including his super transformations. And speaking of transformations, of course Sonic has his super form, which at best it had 1000% power increase, automatic reflect, unlimited stamina, invisibility, and have the time limit as well. However, besides the super form, he have other forms such as the Werehog Sonic, which at best with superhuman strength, double jump, and even stretch his own limbs. And knowing that he had the Dark Spice Sonic with power Nation, soul elimination, and generation, reality warping, and so more, including fight. And including Sonic Gold Knight, keeping up with this, he became Excalibur Sonic. With Excalibur Sonic, he possessed golden armor and can extend his swords, including the legendary Excalibur sword. And knowing that he is an expert swordsman in this form, and it had true fight that against the Dark Knight and also some kind of goddess of swords. I could be right or wrong about this feat, but basically on Sonic has proven time again he is very strong. He shot a 46,726,976 ton of Slanite, resists mental control from both the Overmind and Dark Gagia, and knowing that he survived both re-entry and curiosity of the Forces City, traveled the 50-mile wide of Korean, but he managed to outrun a black hole under 30 seconds, and of course, he defeated Dr. Eggman, Shadow, Emerald, and with help Silver and Shadow, defeated Solaris, and also not help, defeated Perfect Chaos, including everyone's out there such as Mel Sonic as well. Basically now Sonic is pretty much Sega's. However, Sonic isn't actually perfect. And of course, like his incarnations, Sonic Super Form have a time limit, but he's been defeated several opponents such as Shadow, Silver, Brilliant, Mobius, Mel Sonic, and the Hedgehogs. But he is cocky and impatient, and he don't usually actually use a Chaos part in some occasions, because, well, it's pretty cheap for his age, of course. However, Sonic proved time again that he is capable to do anything at his best, including face off with Time Eater itself. And based on a fun fact, both Classic and Modern Sonic met each other, and based enough, he is willing to do anything to protect his home, his friends, and of course, and unfortunately, his enemies. Why can't it be imperfect? Until Sega messed it all up, which we're gonna cover next.
Let's do that again sometime.
In the new timeline, there was a village and an island called Bagon Island. It basically seemed like a lost island from a series of Lost. Anyways, it lived basically not just normal animals that want to be peace. And of course, you probably guess who want to destroy this island for some unknown reason to make it an amusement park. Why, of course, other than Dr. Eggman, and based on I'm sorry, do I have to cover this? I have to? It's part of my paycheck? Anyways. Okay, besides that, Dr. Eggman wants to take out the whole island to become his personal playground, aka amusement park, which, to be honest, seems a little bit stupid in my opinion. I mean, seriously, of all things. But however, his plans are foiled. And because of that, of course, a blue hedgehog that runs around the island to protecting the village known as Sonic the Hedgehog with his friends Amy, Knuckles, Tails, and the bastard name we never heard of. Yeah, I know, I just seemed a whole type joke, but I got ran out ideas about Sonic Boom because it got old. Okay, all jokes aside, Sonic the Sonic Boom version, yeah, not that good. I mean, at bright side, he is known as the Blue Blur. He is still, or based on his changed name to Emotional Hedgehog for some reason. I'm sorry, this is plain out strange to me about Sonic Boom. Come on, who face it? Raise your hand that you don't like this game. Okay? But anyways, he had plenty of ability. He had plenty a lot of abilities, and I mean a lot. He had the spin attack, of course, including the spin dash and home attack like the class Sonic. But the only difference is that he had Spirit and new abilities such as Spirits, where Sonic instantly increased to top speeds and leaving a blue trail in his wake. Plus, he knowing that he had the dash where he envelops himself in a blue aura that blazed far at his speed. And with the dash, he can perform air dash, of course. With air dash, it surrounds him in blue aura and dirt damage and 8 enemies at his wake. Plus, he had a ground pound where Sonic crawls into a ball and based off straight down towards the slam down at any targets. Air beam where Sonic can use a inventor main and sword bolts, and you of course like you're talking about. And of course, Sonic had 2 modes actually in 2 separate games. With Fire mode, and when in fact, and anything he comes contact, it faces off with a blur of instant heat that flame aura, and based on the flames and capable to environmentally large blocks of ice. Same with Ice mode, but the only difference is that ice can actually frost opponents, and based on can frost any large object at its will. Despite, well, let's be honest, a terrible game and a mediocre show, Sonic in the Boom incarnation does pull some impressive feats. He casually foils Dr. Eggman's plans, of course, trick a swarm of bee bots to attack Dr. Eggman, outrun Portal Black Hole, protected the village from the remains of a shattered asteroid, protected by Bygone Island on a daily basis, and surprisingly, his own life in Sonic Boom and the Rise of Lyric, you know, the worst video game of all time, to give him a decent TV series. And to be fair, if I were getting nice about Sonic Boom, at least it's kinda good in some cases. But of course, Sonic at its best in the incarnation it isn't well based enough. Of course, had the worst games of all time, but let's be honest, Sonic is not one of the brightest Sonic in there, and mostly due to combat effect. Sometimes he's cocky, and I had to put this out there. Have so many bad fanfics. I mean, a lot of bad fanfics. But do not underestimate Sonic in the Blue incarnation. What a bad set. Okay, let's face it, Sonic Boom is one of the worst. But let's face it, Sonic is still Sonic, and basically still protects anything that he's wanted to protect. He pointed time again that he able to take on Dr. Eggman, and with his friends, he could kill to do face on anytime and anywhere. And basic enough, no one can beat Sonic in a face to face. Unless it's Sega with another Sonic Boom game, which the guys don't know. I mean, seriously, what the heck? What they're thinking? Fix up with Sonic and make him slow? I mean, seriously, what the heck? I am sick and tired of another Sonic Boom game. Come on! Okay, I feel better. Well, let's get to the last two, shall we? Let's do this.
Don't stop! We gotta catch up to Metal!
Let's go.
Let's throw back all the way back in the 90s. Before Sonic, well, the modern Sonic ever aired, there was the Sonic comic. Now there are two separate comics, the Archie and the Fleetway Sonic comic. We're based on in this incarnation, but the Fleetway Sonic, here's a little interesting. Well, it does have the same Sonic, but here's a little twist to it. If Sonic, and based on the current Sonic, the comic version, go Super, it basically turns into the same. Twisted his mind, becoming much more chaotic and psychopathic in every way. Turning Sonic in no longer, as we know, however, a new being, calling himself none other than Fleetway Sonic, the same and twisted version of the Super Sonic form. And like Sonic, he is like it at his teenage 15. And basic enough, he is Elmo's Hedgehog. Like I said, you had to see it all day in this episode. But basic enough, Sonic, or Fleetway Sonic and Sonic the comic, it have based on the same abilities and same powerful abilities to increase all his strength. And based on much more insane and much more loony, like basically both Sonic, Leatherface, and Bugs Bunny. With his abilities, he have a healing factor, and also he have both energy and air manipulation. Air manipulation that he can cause tornadoes, gusts of wind by even running, and energy manipulation can absorb chaos energy and ability where he can run fast enough to pass through objects similar to the Flash in DC Comics. Plus, he had matter manipulation where he disarms molecules by reading force field creation by throwing the air molecules in front of him, and he can create air balloon and also force field. So substance have type 1 and type 3 air matter manipulation will turn absorb into a energy bomb. Let's say a nuclear version, a cartoon version as well. And like in Sonic incarnation, he also had the spin dash and the Sonic Cycle, a new ability that Sonic uses for some occasion, apparently. Of course, the Sonic from the comic, or Fleetway Sonic, had transformation, which is none other than his super form, or known as Fleetway Sonic. In Fleetway Sonic, he had new abilities such as lasers, which is zooming from his eyes, and on the Super Sonic Kick. The Super Sonic Kick is the most powerful kick, similar to the Kamen Rider kick. Plus, he resists to time elimination, so based on cage control will be toys play. And with these crazy and insane abilities, Fleetway Sonic is based on the most craziest Sonic incarnation of all time. He easily just passed and destroyed several badniks, completely destroyed the Marex MK2, destroyed Sidewise mentioned heated up the black asteroid so much it is basically on look like a Sega sun, defeated Biohazard, and doing that he managed to absorb all the chaos energy from Purple Chaos. You know, the same chaos that literally it wiped the whole entire race. Yeah, based on look it up. And based on Fleetway Sonic, one was the same and powerful character in the Sonic the comic universe. Even stated from the creators themselves learned the truth about it. But however, Fleetway Sonic had flaws as well. While he may be powerful, he may need to hold back a host full power in order to give him a true challenge, or he'd get killed. Basically enough, he also very single-minded and due to caring about death and destruction, plus he needed the chaos energy to survive, otherwise he ran out and of course will eventually die if he ran out of it. It's kind of like a battery for sorts. However, Fleetway Sonic is still one of the most craziest incarnations of Sonic. Appeared from the Sonic the comic, Fleetway is insane and only desires death and destruction. And even with Purple Chaos, Fleetway Sonic is definitely one of the most insane and psychotic Sonics that out there that will prove it worthy of a challenge for him. Now, before we start, a little fun fact about Sonic, well, based on the Archie Sonic series. Did you know it's actually based off the continuation of the Sonic the Hedgehog anime series? Yeah, it's based on that. And you've been wondering what it'd be like years later. Well, in 3, 2, 1, this is what it looks like. It's pretty actually kind of smooth, and actually, in fun fact, it went for one reboot. Well, the original was pretty interesting, but another reboot based on cleans everything up, and based on left what it started until it died in later about 2018 or 2017. But anyways, of course, you basically know the story. Dr. Eggman, blah blah blah, he wanted to take over the world, and based on like Classic Sonic incarnation, he wanted to take over the world by using animals and creating an army of robotic animals for some reason to conquer the world, and also gathering all the chaos animals to conquer them all. And basically, it's kind of actually getting all you really think about it. Anyways, and besides all that, it's been a long research, so basically this doesn't make any sense anymore. But anyways, Archie Sonic this incarnation is one of the strongest Sonics out there, and for many reasons. And basic enough, it's still I know how Archie Sonic became to be. I mean, seriously, is there a origin that we ever know how Sonic become fast? But anyways, it's basically so basically it's pretty interesting to see this Sonic. I mean, this incarnation of Sonic is pretty interesting. For example, in this incarnation, well, he is still an African Sonic Hedgehog, but he is basically Embo Hedgehog and a brace of the Chaos. And based on it's from the Chaos Archie Sonic series, read up the comics. Anyways, in this age he's 17 and later on became the king and with his future wife Sally and Amy and like a Sonic had his spin dash and homing attack, and based on really interesting stuff such as the Sonic Spin Sonic, and known as Super Sonic Spin, a version of Sonic Spin used to launch Sonic into the air and allow him to throw it upwards. And he had the Super Peel Out, which also is the figure of a Peel Out, but a much better version of that, a better version. Plus, he had air and fire elimination as well, for some reason. Plus, he had the interact where by bringing his molecules and based on fast enough to speed, Sonic can transform himself and others, including to pass through objects and barriers, similar to Fleetway Sonic. Plus, he had the dust clouds by moving in cycles around his enemies and base a sub-kingdom and create clones to distract their foes and confuse Doom and Blind. Also the Foot Strush, where Sonic runs circles around the opponent, cutting a hole in the ground and then drop them in the torch and burn them alive, similar to Knuckles' technique. And knowing that he had intense durability, but due to mental power of rings that Sonic collected and gaining greater durability than a normal one, plus a 1 billion power ring aura which contains cushion, invisibility, positive and surrounded Sonic. And his transformations, such as Super Sonic, give different abilities than any Sonic incarnation. With Super Sonic, he had reality warping by using power of chaos energy to warp reality. It's this iteration where the Chaos Emeralds have shown to erase people from existence, a coin ceiling that Chaos Emeralds surprisingly have shown able to seal beings inside of them, and force field creation where it creates a private force field around him, and Holy Illumination, a percentage effects used to control weakened beings of negative or evil energies, and Corrupt Illumination, able to reduce or destroy the very subset that the shape of a person. And wow, the Chaos powers are pretty insane in this incarnation. However, his most powerful one is Ultra Sonic. Well, based on an Ultra Sonic can gain new abilities such as Elemental Illumination, where he eliminates the element of the atomic level with his mind alone and displayed when he fought Ugly Knives. Plus he had the BFR, which by opening creating a portal, Sonic can use it able to strike enemies and send them others to zone of silent, where others ain't in location to change. And there's the adaptation, where Sonic can adapt to his surroundings, that such as when he transferred to match the heat of a desert, the cold of torrent, and the plant life of the forest. In short, it's similar to Captain Earth, but imagine what makes it Dragon Ball. It makes sense if you really think about it. And based on what Ultra Sonic, it's pretty insane with that kind of power that Sonic have at his store. Archie Sonic had shown many things and and proved a lot of feats. He got toe to toe with people who are trained in martial arts their entire lives. That includes Sega Sanjuro himself, the man who literally drove people to making them buy the Sega Saturn, defeated Sirius alongside with Shadow and Silver, had taken multiple attacks from Airjack up close and personal, shrugging them off as well. Capable of fighting and matching the likes of Mo and Solaris, and was able to run the entire multiverse twice, less than even a day for some sort, and defeated Archie Mega Man, which to be honest, it's just Mega Man but the writers get a crossover. It was a strange time for Archie Sonic, but still, it showed what Archie Sonic had in display. However, even with Archie Sonic, he still had flaws. He wanted to be extremely sort of a chaos energy to enhance his time elimination and reality warp powers to be useless. Plus, he is cocky and impatient like his other incarnations, and mostly transformation habit time limit, and that includes from Ultra Sonic as well. So based on every transformation that I have a time limit as sorts as well. Despite this really, and Archie Sonic have proven time again that even evil or even powerful beings such as Airjack, Solaris, and even sorts that cannot stop him. Heck, not even the multiverse can stop him this hedgehog. And sort he has proven time again that he is fastest thing alive, and proven that not even Dr. Eggman, the smart one out there, can stop the hedgehog. And before we get to the results and the voting, let's pay respects for the legendary comic of Sonic, because let's face it, we'll miss him. Please stand for quiet. Okay, with that quiet out of the way, let's get to the winner of this Battle Royale.
Hey, we should do this again sometime.
Alright, comparison been done, analyzed. Before I reveal who's the winner, let's go see the results you guys voted, shall we? Let's go! With over 39 votes, Classic Sonic gets 2.6%, while basing up Boom Sonic gets 2.6%, Fleetway Sonic slightly 0%, and Mario Sonic gets 10.3%, and Archie Sonic gets 84.6%. And wow, had the largest votes, and one of the first lowest ones out there. Sorry, Fleetway Sonic fans. Let's get the comment. Also, a few votes. John Torn is back. The Archie Sonic is not my Sonic. Okay. Anyways, from Friendship Majira, and wow, basically now he's biggest researcher out there. Anyways, he stated that it's gonna be all stomp, and basically now he stated that speed alone bliss everyone, and he grabbed water. So basically now he stated about that. And then to be fair, there are some matchups have some, for example, Swordsman Free For All for Rewind Rumble, and based on friendship research, it's best to avoid it. But yeah, I'll learn from that for now. And from Mr. Walter the Great, hashtag Team Joker City, can we like not have this? Sorry dude, too late. But anyways, let's get to the winner, and it should be obvious. And the winner between the first Battle Royale of Daily Duels between the 5 incarnations of Sonic is Archie Sonic. And wow, based on of course he get to win this fight. But to be fair, there's one of the Sonics that gave him a proper match. So to be fair, let's get to the category or based on the reason why how Archie won this Battle Royale. Alright, let's just get this out of the way. Each from different Sonics definitely gets top Sonic, well based on Sonic Boom incarnation. Because based on, let's face it, Sonic from Sonic incarnation of Sonic Boom basically now can be stopped by other Sonics. So basically now let's get that out of the way. So let's get to the 4 remaining Sonics. Now basically now we gotta use the standard one. So basically now Classic Sonic versus Mario Sonic. Well, best both of them are massive faster than light, but the only difference is that basically now Classic Sonic can defeat the destroyed Phantom King. But if I be honest, the WoW is best with super forms, even with Hypersonic. I had to say for this one, it definitely goes towards with Modern Sonic. While at best, I would go towards against Classic Sonic, but in the end, comparing both Modern Sonic, including from Sonic Avengers, it's basically clear that Modern Sonic is definitely much superior to Classic Sonic, because basically now with the camera sentinels that he possessed, and actually it creates the final Eggman Blaster, who can destroy countless stars in a single blast. So basically now it's pretty clear that Mario Sonic can beat Classic Sonic. But Fleetway Sonic definitely stomped Mario Sonic each way. So basically now it makes sense if you really think about it. So basically now, because it even stated from the creators that Fleetway Sonic is basically now the strongest one out there. Plus, the Wires Discovery had the most powerful character that they ever made, making him much stronger than Dr. Robotnik using the Chaos Zone. So it makes sense that now the rest comes down with Fleetway Sonic versus Ultra Sonic. Now this is definitely hard to say, because basically enough, Fleetway Sonic is the strongest one out there, and with Archie Sonic, it's pretty much clear that say to himself. But in the end, we had to sell this, and using the standard Daily Duels categories. So let's just use that to sell this. Alright, for speed is pretty almost, well, I said almost close. And basically enough with, well, let's face it, basically enough goes towards against, and Maurice goes to Archie Sonic, because while the current series Fleetway Sonic can able to be master faster and descend to an asteroid, but basically now he never actually pulled off what Archie Sonic did. I mean, he literally run to the multiverse, so it's basically not clear. And when it comes with Archie Sonic with string of, it had to go with Archie Sonic. Plus, it's been shown with the power with the Super Emeralds, which are powerful than the Sega Chaos Emeralds, can be rival against Jack. You know, the most powerful being the character of Archie comics. To me, it's pretty clear that Archie Sonic did get strength, while Fleetway may be insane, so it makes sense. And same with intelligence. And let's face it, even with Fleetway Sonic, his only desire is based on be killed and destruction. So basically enough, well, Archie Sonic pretty much have much more intelligence than Fleetway Sonic. So basically now it's definitely clear that intelligence advantage I am giving to is Archie Sonic. And now for his experience, while I will go towards both of them, but in the end, Archie Sonic definitely gets experience. Now, to be fair, the Fleetway Sonic have much more fighting and much more control experience. But let's face it, Archie Sonic have experienced way much more powerful opponents, such as he's faced up with Jack, and several more out there, so experience is definitely going towards to Archie Sonic. And for durability, it's pretty clear. Well, at best, that Fleetway Sonic can't able to survive blows such as Spirit of Chaos with no damage against him, even towards with God Robotnik. But even with that, Archie Sonic had much more durability, such as he took in multiple attacks from Jack up close and personal, and even struck them off, even when it doesn't feel like it's nothing. So yeah, it's pretty clear that Archie Sonic is definitely much more superior to Fleetway Sonic at every category, and basically enough with the center, it's pretty clear that Fleetway doesn't actually have the chance. While he does give a chance to deserving a better challenge, but in the end, he'll be easily stumped. Well, with Super Sonic, Fleetway can beat him, but with Archie Sonic, yeah, it's definitely he's screwed. So in 5th place, Sonic Blue Incarnation. In 4th place, Classic Incarnation. In 3rd place, 3rd and 2nd, Fleetway, and finally the Archie Sonic gets burst. While each 4 of them put up a good fight, but at the end, Archie Sonic just too much for him. In the end, all 4 definitely were too slow for Archie. The winner is Archie Sonic.